Have you ever felt like you're at the very bottom, looking up at a mountain you can't possibly climb? That was me. Just a few years ago, I was staring at a piece of paper that screamed failure. It wasn't just a bad grade. It was the final rejection letter, the one that confirmed my biggest fear. I wasn't good enough. The dream I had chased for years, the one that kept me up all night studying, suddenly felt like a cruel joke. My room was filled with textbooks and notes, monuments to a battle I had just lost. The world felt muted, gray. Friends were celebrating their acceptances, moving on to the next chapter, while my story seemed to have ended right there. I spent days, maybe even weeks, just going through the motions. Waking up felt pointless. Every "what's next?" from well-meaning family members felt like a jab. The temptation to just give up, to settle for something less, was overwhelming. It whispered to me in the quiet moments, telling me I had tried my best and it wasn't enough. Why put myself through that pain again? Why risk another soul-crushing defeat? It felt safer to just accept that this was my limit, my ceiling. I started packing away my books, each one feeling like a heavy tombstone on my buried ambition. But then, something shifted. It wasn't a lightning bolt or a dramatic movie moment. It was a quiet, stubborn spark. I was looking at my reflection, and I didn't recognize the person staring back, someone who had let one setback define their entire worth. Not at the university, not at the exam, but at myself for almost letting them win. A thought flickered in my mind. What if I gave it just one more try? Not for anyone else, not to prove them wrong, but to prove myself right. To prove that the person who dreamed so big was still in there somewhere. That one last try changed everything. It wasn't about finding some magic new study technique. It was all about shifting my mindset. I stopped seeing failure as a final verdict and started seeing it as feedback. That rejection letter, it wasn't a stop sign. It was a roadmap showing me exactly where my weaknesses were. I got up earlier. I studied smarter, not just harder. I sought help. I asked questions. I practiced until my hands ached and my brain felt like mush. Every time doubt crept in, I would look at that rejection letter not as a symbol of failure, but as a reminder of my promise to myself. It became my fuel. The day of the new exam came. I was nervous, but this time it was different. It wasn't the fear of failure. It was the excitement of the challenge. I walked out of that exam hall, not knowing the result, but feeling a sense of peace I hadn't felt in a year. I had given it my absolute all. I had faced my biggest fear and hadn't backed down. And when that acceptance letter finally arrived, the feeling wasn't just joy or relief. It was triumph. The kind of triumph that can only be earned by climbing back up after you've been knocked all the way down. So, If you're out there, staring at your own failure notice, whatever it may be, I want you to hear this. Don't let it be the end of your story. Let it be the start of your comeback. The gap between failure and success can be as thin as the decision to try one more time. Your journey isn't over. That dream is still worth fighting for. Believe in the power of your one last try. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more inspiration.